the most unexpected turn of events. To be honest, okay.
I just would like
Hello.
to take a moment to appreciate that absolute zero amount of money was donated towards English.
Yeah, exactly. It was just like Germans versus Poles, and yeah.
I mean, it's a miracle that English version exists in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. That too. So yeah, I think we're ready to go. This is all chapters. So hey, we'll get to see some more of the game. So
Oh, yeah, I get to press the button.
yes, but it's the moment I hit enter, so I can just can we do a countdown? I guess 5,
Wait. 5, 4,
3,
3,
2, 1, start. Okay.
Nazywam się Diego.
Okay, this is all we need to know. His name is Diego, and this is Gothic all chapters, which means we have to trigger all the chapters, like start them, start all 6 chapters before we finish the game. That's why the run is a bit longer than 20 minutes, or like 10 minutes, or you know, the current world record for no out of bounds or any percent. We start off by, if you play Gothic, you might remember that at the second half of the game, you need to collect 5 stones. What were they called? I don't remember the exact English translation.
I don't even know this. Focus stones, kamieniołki.
Focus stones, I think, yeah. So
it would happen in chapter 3, but we're in chapter 1 now.
Yeah, but right now, I'm just gonna. Oh, I screwed this up a bit, but it doesn't really matter all that much. I just realized I don't have music on, so excuse me for that. There we go. Hey, perfect. I'm just gonna be jumping this way because it's faster. Because I'm just canceling any animation I have with M. M is the map button, but if you don't have a map, it cancels your animation, including your fall damage. So like it constantly thinks that you're really not that high above ground. I also like saved and loaded to make the camera like warp to me instead of wait for it to progress, and also saving and loading keeps the beasts from attacking me. Saving and loading is pretty cool. Like it prevents any NPC from attacking you aside from humans and orcs. And yeah, we just need to get this chest because it has a key to a room we need to access that actually has the stone in there. So like it's kind of funny that we are doing this now, but the thing is just like the first stone you get is really close. Actually, 2 first stones are really close to the place where you spawn, so it's really convenient to get them now and not have to worry about them later. So all chapters requires you just to start all of the game's 6 chapters. What's funny is that it doesn't require you to start them in the right order. So we actually start chapter 6 and then start chapter 5.
Oh,
so
you spoiled it.
The last ones are the 2 last chapters are swapped. My only concern about the beginning of this run is that I'll save when I'm dead, because Gothic has a problem of you can save when you're dead, and it's not a problem of. I used to think it's just like for a couple of frames or before you hit the ground when you fall down. No, it's just like whenever you have 0 HP, you can just save, and that's it. And the save is like you load and you're laying on the ground with 0 HP, which is really annoying. So it's really easy to do it when you're really close to a couple of monsters and you're like trying to not lose time RTA, which would be pretty nice in a marathon, and like avoid saving. Because normally Gothic is timed by loadless, so it's not an issue. But, you know, it kind of works differently when you're timing it RTA. You can get out this particular type of monster. I'm sorry, I don't know all the English names because I've never played this game in English. But this type of monster has like a... You can run away from them, but only if you jump perfectly. If you screw up one jump, you pretty much have to save and load. Or like, maybe not... You don't really have to, you can still get away, but it's really close. Okay, so here we get some spells, and also I think I don't remember which one has the stone. I think the left one. So yeah, we just scored it previously. So right now I want to get out of this room and then save and load, because if you save and load in this room, the door gets closed. So we would like to avoid that. And sometimes you just get killed by the shadow beast right there. So hey there, I remember how. What's the name of the shadow beast at least? All right. I'm just gonna jump here and keep doing what I was doing, so if you have a donation, that's a good time.
Of course, and I know it's a good time because we have $5 from Comatose. Good luck, poker.
Hey,
Gothic to
Comatose.
polska gra.
Yeah. Hey, Comatose. Comatose is one of the runners of the game. And yeah, shoutouts to him. Right now I'm also, I didn't mention it earlier, I'm cancelling, the way I cancelled fall damage with M, you can also cancel your jump, so you can just kind of jump indefinitely. Later on we'll learn acrobatics, which will switch our jumping to like, you'll see in a way, and you'll see in a second. It will change our jumping animation to being more like, to being faster, but we'll gain height
Just
slower.
launch forward, basically.
Yeah, we will just launch forward for like a quick Super Mario 64 move.
Please don't do that, South.
Okay. I'm not having battle mode on. Battle mode is something like when the main character, that's he doesn't have a name by the way. The main character can be in like, I can actually show it just right now. Can be in this state or in this state, and the ready to fight state is the battle mode, and you can jump like. You can jump. Like you can have bigger jumps and jump more frequently with this, and it's easier to time the jumps. So in general, it's like worth it to switch to battle mode if you're about to jump a couple of times. I don't think that we have the exact value of when it's worth it, but for me, it's like whenever it's let's say if it's 3 jumps, I don't swap, but I don't think it's worth it to switch to battle mode. But if it's like 5 or more, I would totally switch. You can sometimes clip to that fence if you jump at the right angle, but yeah, that's why all chapters is the perfect category to have a donation incentive. Exactly, donation incentive, or a bit more in this case, for languages, because you actually encounter some of the NPCs that are actually gonna talk, and you can hear them talk, because all the languages were supposed to be dubbed. I don't think they're chasing me, but whatever, just in case. I'm just gonna be running and saving and loading, so if you have anything to read, go on.
Of course, I have $10 from Kazoshter from the background over there. Pokaż mi swoje towary.
Oh yeah, this is like a classic. This game is really known in Poland. I assume it's the same for Germany. I think I asked Aura, and she said it's the same for Germany. So like, if you quote a quote that's used really frequently in this game, in the German version, it's the same. In the Polish version, people will know it's from Gothic and will respond with a different one. Usually, if they played this game, I hope I can get it this first time. I need to pick up this. There we go, perfect. I need to pick up this this scroll right here, because it's shrinking the monster. I'm using a kind of an older route with shrinking the troll, just because I know it's best, and I didn't feel like switching like a month before ESI. Okay, so right now I need to shrink the troll to get a lot of experience points, because I'll need them in a second. All right, that should be fine. And I need to avoid goblins at all costs, because the goblins are, even though all creatures are supposed to like react to you save and load, some of them, like, it varies from a creature to a creature, like in how will they respond, and some of them have like if you use it on a skeleton, you're guaranteed like a 10-second freeze. They don't do anything, but goblins are. This was actually really good. Yeah, this was actually really smooth. But goblins have like, if you save and load, you get them stuck for like, like 2 seconds or something. It's really annoying. The same happens for mine crawlers. Mine crawlers don't even like get stuck. They only do like this weird dance the moment you save and load, and that's it. But you know, it's better than having to avoid them.
This is the focus stone.
Oh, this is the second focus stone, exactly.
Those blue jars.
Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna sidestep and save and load at the bottom of here, just to make sure the harpies don't go after me. The harpies and the goblins have like the worst noises, so that was just dumb. But the harpies and the goblins have the worst noises, so this is ultimately the worst location in the entire game. Okay, I'm gonna get a spell here for 4, then drink some mana.
Ah, the only out of bounds that works on modern systems.
Yes, the only out of bounds that's not horrible. Hey, nice. Okay, there we go. And we're in the old mine right now, which is...
So up till now we've been doing the chapter 3 content, the gathering the focus stones. Now we are going to do chapter 2, I believe.
Chapter 1, because you're not...
Actually, in chapter 1 you do that test of trust thing, but in chapter 2 I think
Oh, right, so
you
we're...
revisit to get the egg.
Yeah, right. I was thinking of the first... of the first visit. Yeah, right. It's chapter 2, but you visit the old mine twice, actually, so yeah. So this is either chapter 1 or 2. Because in chapter 1 you're supposed to like prove yourself to the old camp if you're joining the old camp. This is one of the camps in the colony. Okay, important note is we're a prisoner, because if you haven't played this game, we're a prisoner trapped in like a mine colony, and there are 3 main camps in the colony: the old camp, the new camp, and the swamp camp.
Yeah, this gate would open in chapter 2, but
Yeah, but
it's Gothic. We do what we want.
We have a way of opening it early. I'm just gonna get some more mana for later, so I don't have to do it later. If I use a pickaxe here, I just get warped to it, so it's pretty good. So right now we're going to get some Minecrawler eggs. This is a quest from chapter 2.
Use another save.
Exactly, because this was like half a second before he kills me. He makes that sound. So exactly. This is the wrong save. So I didn't even know where I was. So you know, it's not really safe to override my save with something I'm not sure I'm gonna survive. But okay, this is meant to be the exit. That's why it's so high. But we can just cancel some, or not. We can try and cancel some jumps to get there. All right.
So I believe in new round, instead of killing the troll we just did, we kill this thing we are about to encounter.
Yeah, this is the Minecrawler Queen, and the thing is, when I played, so you're supposed to kill a lot of Minecrawlers. I know you cannot see much, but this is only gonna be the case like here, because I've watched my previous runs of Gothic on marathons, and that's the problem. That's mainly the problem here. So these are the Minecrawlers. I just died. In your arms tonight.
And there was the opportunity to save yourself there.
Yeah, I could have just saved. So this is just like ridiculous. So you see, they do this weird dance when you save and load. So right now we need to pick up micro eggs, and what's like normally you're supposed to kill the queen that's here. Like the quest tells you need to also kill the queen, as in like okay.
But that's
you
not
need to
the
bring
main quest.
you need to bring the eggs to Korkalom, but also you need to also kill the queen for the guys in the mine, right? So this quest has like 2 sides, I guess. But the thing is, if you just get the eggs and get out of this place, they still think you killed the queen for some reason. That's what I did in my casual playthrough, because speedrunning this game, speedrunning this category, I got used to the fact that Minecrawlers are horrible. Whoa.
Uh-oh.
That Minecrawlers are just disgusting, right? Because they are. But the Minecrawler Queen is still something I cannot get over. Like, this is the reason I'm not killing her. It's totally not because I'm lazy. I'm too lazy to switch routes. But no, in reality, it's just like I still don't like being near her, so I try to avoid that.
I vaguely remember on my casual playthrough, some 3rd or 4th, I also realized that you can totally get around the queen and get exit.
Okay, right now I just transform to get into the into the wall and get out, which is kind of a nice thing that comes with transformations, that they can make you clip through a wall. And also if you they're not like, I don't know if they're not consistent or you know, I don't have like visual cues for transformations. I just like
feel it.
Yeah, I just feel it every time, and it usually works. Some of them are just a bit harder, so I just usually like repeat them a couple times until they work. But the thing is, if you transform into an animal,
To nie było zbyt mądre.
to nie było zbyt mądre. If you transform into an animal, you can still, and you don't clip through the wall, you can still try clipping through it if you just like run into it, and then at the last moment when you're already like hitting the wall, you hit enter to or return, and you unmorph, and you become human again. There is still a chance you're gonna clip through a wall. So like, you know, if you don't clip the first time, you don't reset, and you just don't like load a save and try again. You still like run to the wall and try to clip that way. So right now I could have used forgot to mention it. The out of bounds I used to get to the mine is the only one that doesn't really require anything special. It's just like you just you start the game, you install the community patch, which is called System Pack, with just like the functions you're allowed to use in speedruns, and that's it. It just works. But the other out of bounds instances are mostly hardware dependent, and I think they're fixed in some patches. But you know, I feel so like not in need of doing them that I didn't even like test it properly. But some of them are set to work even on Windows 10. But before those patches came around, like fairly recently, the only way to get out of bounds properly was to not use Windows 10, which is already like a downside and something I didn't need to load here. It's something that you know, like kills it for most people. It might not even work on Windows 7. You're best off with Windows XP, so yeah, good luck with that. But you would also need to use a version of the game that's not really fixed, like in any way. Instead of using the 1.08K, you use 1.08J, which is just like, it has like three resolutions, so good luck. Like, I'm playing in 1280 by 960, it's not there even. Like, you can play windowed mode and like maybe
not
the
the entire space of screen is occupied.
Yeah, and if you play at a low resolution, then you, like, this thing is up on the entire screen. This is something that's not a glitch, even though it may seem like one. I just went through a gate
when
with
you pull out your weapon, they also pull out your weapon and give you a warning to calm down.
Exactly.
Instead of talking to you.
Instead of talking to me and stopping me. But this is not considered a glitch because it's only considered a glitch if I'm normally not able to get through here, but I am. So it's not really anything special. It's just skipping the text box and like skipping me having to slow down. I just got some.
To everyone's surprise, we are going to do Chapter 1 content and distribute cigarettes. That's some quest to help get into swamp camps.
Yeah.
Is it truly necessary to do it?
Yeah, this is one of the guys that's gonna get me into a swamp camp, and getting into a swamp camp is the fastest way to like get into a.
Progress the game.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, I'm gonna talk to this guy first, and then hope I still don't have to. Okay, I'm just selling them swamp weed because it's something like the swamp camp is full of believers of the sleeper. Okay,
and they also have swamp where swamp weed grows, and they basically sell cigarettes.
Yeah, they smoke it for like visions or whatever, and we're gonna join this camp because it's the fastest way to get into a camp, and getting into a camp is needed for later.
To progress to Chapter 2, basically.
To start Chapter 2, you need to get into a camp, and then whatever camp you join, they will still send you to the swamps to like see what's happening. And oh, that's the wrong guy. To see what's happening. So oh, come on, dude. So whatever, even if you pick new camp and old camp, you're still gonna get sent to the swamps to see what's happening there.
And if we are a member of swamp camp, we are part of what's about to happen.
Exactly. So you don't have to go.
In Chapter 2, they basically do a big gig. They wanna get high and possibly get in touch with their demigod.
Yeah, and that starts Chapter 3. I'm sorry if my commentary is a bit chaotic, but there's just a lot of things happening, and I would like to explain everything. But yeah, this is acrobatics, by the way.
Yeah, that jump
So
forward.
in order to get into the swamp camp, we need to like have a few people behind us, like behind our back. So this is the guy we're doing this for is one of the balls, and we need a couple balls to vouch for us. So Good stuff, dude. Okay, I sold all the swamp weeds.
If you didn't point that out, I would actually didn't notice. That's nothing out of the ordinary. This is Gothic.
Yeah, this is pretty normal for Gothic, to be honest. Okay, I just gave them all of that and helped me get into the swamp camp.
So basically now we've just done one of the quests to the joint camp, and long story short, to get to the camp, you do a bunch of quests.
Yeah, we're gonna do a bunch more when we get to swamps in about what's that, 19? So like in about 20 minutes, I guess. So right now you may think that this is faster than actually walking, like doing the same thing on the ground. It's not. I'm just avoiding being stopped by another guy. And now I'm just gonna travel forward. So if you have anything to read, then go on.
Of course, we have $10 from Le Carry. The first Gothic is one of my favorite games of all time, but I've never seen it getting destroyed like this. I like it. And I just want to mention that we only need $69 to reach 37,000
Nice.
collected for
real?
Save the Children. So if you want to send us a nice donation, keep it up.
Someone could snipe a nice donation.
Yeah. Alright.
So now we are on our way to get another focus then. So we're back to chapter 3 now.
No. We're on our way to... Dude, we're on our way to the Sleeper's Temple. We're on our way to...
chapter 5.
To chapter 5, yeah, pretty much.
Don't worry, I looked up what happens in which chapter.
This is just like all the chapters. There's a list on SRC, but I never like bothered to remember it by heart, to like know it by heart. But there are things that actually make every chapter progress, and only some of them check if you're on the right chapter. So that's about it. We need to just do these things, and right now we're close to the temple, which is one of the last places in the game.
So basically, if you've seen any percent, this is what where we're going.
Yeah, the no out of bounds or any percent even, like, let's just not talk about any percent. Any percent is just bad. No out of bounds actually just pretty much.
There's a legit glitchless category to just climb and fit yourself through the hole somewhere around there.
No major glitches does it as well. I kind of screwed it up, but just a bit. It's still like doable. Okay, so I just lured them out of here so I can have a clear entrance here. This is not the temple yet. I just need a couple spells from here, including an orc spell that's actually a teleport to the temple, which we're gonna use at the very end of this run. So hey, cool. I hope I didn't get screwed. Okay, that seems fine. I'm just gonna use 2 save states to make sure. Bite it. Okay, there we go. So the only, if you ask me like how to avoid the orcs, I don't have like one proper answer. It's just like, just do it 100 times, fail a lot, and then just learn how to do it properly. Okay, right now we need to start pretty early and not hit anyone because our chain of jumps were just stopped. And I didn't hit anyone. We need to start pretty early because with acrobatics you gain speed pretty. You gain speed quickly, but you don't gain height as quickly as without it. And we are right now in the temple. The hole there is just like, seems like it's left by the devs like intentionally for someone to use it because it's so big. And other than that, you don't need any you don't need flying to get there because no major glitches doesn't allow what I'm doing right now basically. And there's no need to do it. You just need you can just climb the wall at a certain angle. It's a bit harder, it's a bit more random, but it's totally doable. All right. I'm gonna save a lot just to make sure I don't like fail, because if I can use quick saves, then why not just use them? I just need to remember to use the second slot a bit.
Yeah, you should pay attention to this, I believe.
Oh yeah, that too. If you've seen what happened. Come on, dude. You've seen what happens if I press the M button, but you haven't seen what happens when I hold it. And that's it. I can just clip into the floor, and because it was like it was curved, I guess that's how you say it. It was at an angle. Then I just clipped to the. I got pushed a bit.
Could you do me a favor and not skip the conversation with the orc ancients?
Yeah, I guess. I'm just gonna make a safety save beforehand.
I just wanna hear that kobiety i gnijące mumie przodem.
Oh, okay. So Unity wants to hear the response of our hero. I think I'm too close anyway, so I might just skip I'm about to do. But good thing I saved.
Śmiertelny. Twój czas właśnie dobiegł końca.
Ależ
Skąd kobiety i gnijące mumie przodem?
Ha. Yeah, I just screwed up, so...
I didn't know that it was this particular shaman that produces this one-liner.
Alright.
Don't skip, just do you.
So if we save at the right time, not this time...
We are trying to manipulating to pull out his staff, his melee weapon.
Yeah, we don't want him to use magic that kills us in one hit, believe it or not. We want to have him pull out the melee weapon, which is like a 5 second, yeah, half a second window when he turns around. This is it. And now I'm gonna go into the floor to make him follow me, because when I save and load, it keeps him in one place, and I just want him to not have aggro on me, but I want him to follow me, and I just make it follow me this way. Now there are spikes down there, and he just fell on top of them, and I'm just gonna save and load until he dies, because he gets damage every time, and he's dead. So we just deactivate the spikes now, make sure we don't die from fall damage. We get the blade he's supposed to give us. We need 5 of them to finish the game. Wait, that's not good. We need to open the door for ourselves to get back. And then we just get all the chests that are in here. You don't see them, but don't worry, I don't see them either.
So such tiny little accidents is basically how we deal with orc shamans.
Yeah,
or
exactly,
Asians or what.
yeah. You don't get...
In any percent, you don't kill anyone. Basically, 0 experience, I believe.
Yeah, you don't get experience for any of them.
Yeah, everyone from accident.
Because technically it's just happy little accidents that kill them.
Hey, come to us, Hitman speedrunners.
Wait,
We have accident kills.
No, wait, I mistook it. This is... But yeah, it's all happy little accidents. In all chapters, they all die from accidents, aside from the last one, if I'm not mistaken. No, you killed the last 2 ones, but that's at the end of the game. Give me a second, I need to figure this out. So let's get just health just in case, and then the spells. So it's gonna be like 5, then this one on 4, this one on 6, and then this one on 7. Okay, there we go. Sorry for the weird delay. I need to figure out numbers. All right. So this guy, this is an orc, but this is like a different type of an orc. He's the caretaker of the temple, so we can actually manipulate him with saving and loading, which is really good, because if we couldn't, then that would be awful. I'm just gonna save and load here, then pull out my transformation. The thing is, when you save and load, you can see that the spell in my hand has switched. Oh goddammit. The spell in my hand has switched, but it doesn't matter. I can just switch it back, and I still skip the animation of getting the spell into my hand, which is important. I'm now a dog behind this rock. I'm gonna walk at a certain angle to skip the cutscene. I got the immediate, I skipped it immediately. Sometimes half of the cutscene plays, and it's still not a huge time loss, but yeah, I've never managed to do it properly. That angle took the community quite some time to figure it out, to stand here so that he gets hit by the trap you're meant to be hit with. Because there is a spell there. If you pick up that spell while standing there, you get hit by the piston. But we just lure him onto the spot that's there, and now we just clip again.
So a little reminder: we are currently doing Chapter 5 content, but we're still in Chapter 1.
Yeah, Chapter 5 content.
Chapter 5 would be about go to this place, scout it out, come back, and prepare for final battle. So unlike in no out of bounds, we come back from this place to explore more of the world.
Yeah, and no out of bounds, you just come here and you finish the game.
That being said, Uriziel.
Uriziel, right? Did you just remember to remind me of that without me reminding you to remind me?
I mean, what am I here for?
Dude! Can I get a round of applause for this guy?
Did you genuinely forget?
No, I didn't forget, I remembered, but this is just okay, to make you understand what I'm even talking about. There's a Give me a second. There's gonna be cutscene here.
There is some legendary sword over there.
There is a legendary sword over there. You don't need to pick it up and know out of bounds. You have to pick it up here, or it's a pretty big time loss if you forget. I forgot it like twice. So I asked, like, I think Unit was also commentating my run on a different marathon, and I asked him once to. I screwed it up. I asked him to remind me of Uriziel to pick up the sword. And he did that now too, which is just awesome because I forgot this time. And I probably would have picked it up, but yeah.
Yeah, yet
Still,
another
it's cool.
yet another crafty setup for a little accident.
Yeah. You can do it differently, but you know, this is a longer run. I can just use safety. I can just use safe setups and still get it. So there we go. You're not even supposed to enter through here, but you know.
There's an intended hole in the wall on the right.
I'll show to you in a second. So we just merge a bit into the spikes and then go freely to get the sword. Right here. But there's a hole in the wall like here. And you're supposed to climb through it, but we just don't do it. Because, hey, why?
So we've just picked up Uriziel, the legendary sword, and we needed to trigger chapter 6.
Yeah, this is not the, like, this is unloaded Uriziel. You load it with magic later on in the game, starting chapter 6. But the thing is, okay, I need a safety save here. But the thing is,
yeah, basically we're
why I
going to
needed the safety
supposed
save.
to come back, return to Xardas, who we never met, even though we are in chapter 5, but not really. You report to him, oh yeah, look, I found this. And he says, okay, let me take a look at it, meanwhile do something funny, and he then explains that this is Uriziel, and he's gonna charge it for you, but you do same things.
I think this is the sound of the guard getting damaged, but I might not be.
That was new to
But
me.
the thing is, yeah, what Unit was explaining just a second ago, unload. This is not right now unloaded Uriziel, which is still pretty good because it doesn't require a lot of strength, and it has quite a lot of damage, so it's pretty good. Like it's not the. It's totally not the best blade in the entire game. Even the loaded Uriziel isn't the strongest sword in the entire game, though it has a really nice thing to it. It makes everything it hit, like everything that gets hit by a loaded Uriziel catches fire, which is pretty awesome. But still, like, we don't really care if it's the most powerful sword in the game or not. We like care most about the fact that it doesn't require a lot of strength. So
to learn strength, we would have to spend skill points at what we do.
no. This is you.
We learn
yeah,
strength.
No. You do it casually, yeah. But we dupe a strength potion.
Yeah, I was going.
But duping potions is kind of cancer in this route.
We get to that
So
later.
yeah, we will get to this later. But the thing is, we don't have to do a really stupid trick for longer than we should now. So that's good, because you can just stop doing it earlier. Is what I meant. Okay, this skeleton sometimes likes to kill me just like that, but no, it didn't happen this time, fortunately.
So in this run, we spent skill point just for more max mana.
Yeah, pretty much. No, also acrobatics.
Ah.
So that's why I killed the monster on the way to the new camp, which we visited not so long ago and learned stuff there. Because from killing
handed cigarettes.
Yeah, from killing the troll, I only gained so much XP, so much experience that I had only 10 points to spend. So that would be enough for either 10 more points of mana, or the acrobatics. But I killed one more monster, which made me level up. If you saw that. Now we're just gonna gain some height and go to Xardas, which we. This is kind of funny because you're supposed to meet Xardas for the first time in chapter 4, and the guy who tells you about Xardas is Saturas, which is who is the head mage in the new camp, the Mage of Water.
We would meet him in chapter 3.
Yeah, and the thing is, we never met him because we didn't get access to him because we're still like a scrub and we're not allowed to visit Sadras and talk to him.
So basically, it is still chapter 1, but we're gonna show up and he's gonna think this is chapter 5.
Yeah, because the game doesn't really expect you to be here earlier than in chapter 4, so the dialogue options are already here, and you can tell Xardas that, hey, you know, I've met Sadras and he said I should come to you, even though we're not gonna meet Sadras in the next, you know, half an hour. So this is pretty good. Alright. Hey Xardas. We just tell him about the cute sword we found.
So basically what's gonna happen in the story is gonna say, I'm gonna take a look at this sword, do something funny, and that's something funny we visit my old tower and get some gear.
Whoa. Okay, we have to tell him that we're gonna, we need a better armor, and we're gonna get the best armor in the entire game right now, 35 minutes into the run. This takes people like, what, 10-15 hours normally.
But in the casual playthrough, nothing is stopping us from getting over there at beginning of the game, right?
No, I was just about to explain that you have to tell Xardas that you need a new armor, because then he says, "Yeah, look inside my like drowned tower, my old tower, which is here, because you might find something."
He gives you a key to the chest.
And he gives you a key to the chest, and like even though this game is glitchy as hell, and you can just pretty much do a lot of like you can break the game in half. This is still not the point where we know how to open a chest that we don't have a key to. So it is not actually possible to just come here at the beginning of the game and get it, because you don't have the key. But yeah.
Besides that, something confusing is gonna happen in the plot.
I want to avoid the screen flashing like this. Okay, this is still
that's
like
from
nice.
looking down too much.
Yeah, and it's like really annoying, but I kind of avoided it for the most time, so it's for the most part, so it's still pretty okay.
So in this chest, there's also going to be a teleportation room to the old camp, to the.
Okay,
Stop laughing, damn it.
I just forgot to save and load.
To the crypt of fire mages, and things gonna go like this. Some nasty dude's gonna greet us and gonna say, "Hey, remember how in chapter 3 old mine collapsed and we got angry and we slaughtered fire mages and we are after you as well? This is chapter 5 now. We're still mad. Say your prayers."
Yeah, the thing.
Oh no, wait! This is still chapter 1. You're free to go.
Yeah, right. They're gonna be like talking with me as if there were. I never like. I always skip that part, so I didn't know this. But okay, so you're supposed to get this really late when
in chapter 5.
In chapter 5, when most of the fire mages, actually almost all of them aside from Milton, are dead. But the thing is, when you warp to the fire mages, they're still there. So if I'm right, and Eunice is right, I assume he's right. He knows this game.
No, they are dead because you loot one of them.
But yeah, so you go there and they tell you that fire mages are dead, even though they're standing next to you.
Oh wait. Actually, I'm gonna see what's happened to you because I don't remember.
Anyway, oh please, dude, come on. Okay, what does he say here?
Wynoś się stąd.
Podejrzewałem, że prędzej czy później ktoś spróbuje użyć pentagramu. Ale w odróżnieniu od tego zdradzieckiego
Gdzie jest stąd?
za kratkami.
Krwi! Chcę
Ale
twojej
ciebie
krwi!
czeka miły, przytulny grób.
Okay, so they're like,
You hang around for too long, I think.
oh yeah. That's the thing.
Because when you trespassing, they unsheath their swords and give you warning. Leave or we
So
smack
yeah.
you.
Okay, so what happened there? Normally, when you use this portal, you're supposed to be so late in the game that the fire mages are dead. So all of these guys are really angry with you, just because there was a
They
riot.
blame you for something.
They blame you for something.
Pogadajmy lepiej o czymś.
The thing is, the moment they stop talking to you, this is just like as if you entered this building from the outside. So if you just get out really quickly, they won't get mad at you. But like, it's funny that the squad still spawns even though you're like 4 chapters too early.
Yeah, that's that thing.
And I got hit because I was just in there for too long because the cutscene still counted as me being in there. And like the entire situation, the game code was just like, he just entered this building.
Yeah,
and
it's
if he doesn't leave, they're gonna take aggro on him, and
yeah,
they did.
It's a thing in Dot. When you're trespassing, they give you a warning. They kill you.
Yeah. So like avoiding trespassing with getting your weapon out is the glitch that's not allowed in glitchless. For example, now we're gonna get
this book, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember in which chapter is it.
the book is in. That's a fantastic question. Like, when do you get the quest to get the book? I assume it's either this. I think it's the second one or the first. Either the first one. Or the
Second one is preparations for that ceremony of.
So I assume it's the first one. I assume you get it when you're still not a member of the swamp camp.
Yeah, so the first one.
But then again, if you're a member of a new camp or the old camp and you get sent to the, it's already chapter 2 and you get sent to the swamps, do you still have to get the book? Because if you do, then that's the chapter 2 thing. Okay, we're gonna go and dupe the potion now. The way you dupe the potion is you get hit by a monster when drinking a potion, and that's when the potion gets back to your inventory.
Yeah,
But the thing is, it's really annoying. And I hope I get it right. My placebo is just spamming tab, which is the inventory menu key.
basically, their attacks interrupt animation of drinking potions, and it messes up.
Yeah, sometimes just like this, you don't drink it because they interrupt it in the wrong moment. But sometimes it just works like this, so you still drink the potion. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
The worst thing that can happen. The worst thing that can happen is this, because this is a soft lock and I need to wait for them to kill me so I can gain control again. But also the worst thing that can happen is you drink the potion, but
It doesn't get duped and you lose it forever.
yeah, and you lose the potion forever. It's also annoying.
So
Oh wait.
you can reload everything.
Yeah, I forgot you can open the stats menu, and that also allows you to open the normal menu.
So in the sequel of this game, this glitch is fixed. You can do it all you want and you never get stuck. But wait, there is more. I vaguely remember long ago on my casual playthrough that I managed to pull it off on my own without enemies attacking me. And I tried to reproduce it in modern times, but I couldn't. That might be...
Excuse me, okay. I just realized that this thing exists, that I can just spam B and escape and still get out of this softlock, so it's not really a softlock. But, you know.
Ooh, new backups.
Exactly. I'm sorry. But this is going really bad for some reason.
Okay, where was I? In the sequel on my own, you got an enemy attacking me. But I think it was related to frame rate, because imagine a computer where a game like this lags. In Wilderness you get like 3 frames per second on average, and when you look against the wall you get like 15. So in such environment I managed to, drink potion and frame perfect, I don't know which screen was it, maybe character or journal, anyway. One of those, and by frame perfect mean 3 frames per second. So I couldn't reproduce it on modern hardware because modern hardware.
The thing is, like, when you say imagine a computer on which this game lags, like this one, because we have 21 frames. But no, in reality, this is set to be the classic frame rate in Gothic, and the classic frame rate in Gothic is in Gothic 1 is 21 frames or 20 even, until you and it's constantly going up to 256. No wait, until you click something on the keyboard. So if you're not clicking anything on the keyboard and just using the mouse, or you're holding something on the keyboard, you'll get more frames up until 256 if I remember correctly, or thereabouts. So this is the swamp camp. We're gonna do a couple missions here just to impress the balls.
Yeah, basically now
Hey,
we're going
that's
to
pretty good.
progress chapter 1 and do Badger quest.
Because it's still the fastest camp to get into, and you still, or maybe I don't know if it's the fastest to get into, but it's when you get into it, you don't get sent to the swamps. You're already in the swamps. So normally you're supposed to like check out what's the situation in the swamps, and you realize that hey, they're trying to actually after like a couple of years, they're trying to communicate with the sleeper, which is their god, and also the final boss of the game, because spoiler, the sleeper is a demon.
They didn't know this
They
yet.
they don't know this yet. Now we're gonna talk to Lester. We send him here because he can show us around here, and we're just gonna ask how to impress some of the balls, and he's gonna give us some tricks we're gonna use, and then send him to the main gate. We're gonna hit this guy. This is important. I didn't kill him. I just lowered his HP to a very small amount, which means he's gonna recover from this. And what's important in this game is that just because it's a colony, it's like a prison. If you do this, no one really minds it. They won't even remember it most of the times. Yeah, we have to give a... I don't know if that's a cigarette or a joint, to be honest. Like,
I mean, effectively this is cigarette, but it's weed.
yeah, it's the swamp camp. It's the swamp weed, alright? So, like, this is important for the game. So we just need to... The important thing about Bals is that we cannot talk to him. Unless they talk to us, we cannot talk to them. So right now, Lester's gonna ask us, "Whoa, who are you?" or
They are
something.
acting.
And now we're gonna tell him that, "Hey, I got rid of the old gods only to serve the sleeper."
Czyżby? Co cię skłoniło do tak drastycznych kroków?
Przeżyłem
I've had a
objawienie.
vision.
Śniący zwrócił się do mnie.
I co powiedział?
Powiedział,
Yeah, whatever. The important thing is this guy is now gonna talk to us, so we can talk to him, and we get some more like another person that's.
wiedziałem, że będą kłopoty.
So long story short,
Interesting.
there is a gimmick to convince each VIP.
Exactly. Each VIP has a thing we need to use. I beat up one of these guys just because he's too lazy to go to work. I asked one of the other workers, and he said like, "Hey, Harlock is too lazy to get to work. I wonder what do you need to do to make him go to work." And this is just it. This is the option. These are the options that we can just like intimidate him with, and they don't work. And this is the one we get after we beat him up. So we just go back and use the one we already have there.
It's a colony of convicts. Physical violence solves everything.
Yeah, physical violence solves everything, and besides, like, you don't need to. If you kill someone, you're in trouble. But to kill someone, you'd have to finish them off when they already have 0 HP, pretty much. I'm just gonna go get some get some swampy from the people harvesting it, and then kill some bloodflies. But that's in a second. So if you have something to read, that's a good time.
It's a good time indeed, because we have 5 anonymous dollars saying, "Be the standard of friendship. Brothers respect Ulumulu. Strangers wear Ulumulu, then strangers don't die."
Yes, Ulumulu is the
But why in English?
Ulumulu is the
Quest item.
quest item we need to get to start one of the chapters. I think it's the
It's chapter 4 is about Ulumulu mostly, and it's
So-
acquiring triggers chapter 5.
yeah. So getting Ulumulu starts chapter 5. Like, it's one of the conditions at least. So right now we need to kill a bunch of bloodflies because the first guy just gave the swamp weed to us, but the problem with the second guy is that we need to like prove ourselves to him, and like, you know, if a guy looking like this with this sword and this armor came up to me and said like, "Hey, would you mind giving me what you just got?"
So
working
far,
here.
good luck.
I probably wouldn't ask him to prove himself to me, you know? I probably wouldn't, but whatever. So we just need to kill 10 bloodflies. Because they're a threat to the guys
Yeah,
getting
it's
swamped.
going so well so far. They don't act up.
Please don't. Oh god damn it, dude. The thing about these wonderful creatures is that they're not on the ground, obviously, because they're flies, and if it's not like a vertical wall, you can probably climb it by transforming into one of them and just going near it. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! We don't want to get close to that guy because, yeah, I don't want to fight him. This is the
Yes.
swamp snake. But I would like this guy to come to me. Hello there, buddy.
Don't you have any, you know, cheap fireballs on you?
Nothing. So, dude, just
Yeah.
if he moves just a bit, then it's already like good. But you know,
So casually, when you're dealing with these guys, the effective way to glitch them casually is point blank bow.
yeah, I don't have a bow. That's the issue. I'm gonna get the. I also need to get the. Some herbs for later in the game, when we need to get 5 for the leader of. To
Guru.
to heal the guru, the leader of the swamp camp, but that's gonna happen in a while.
Yeah,
See, this is what this category is all about. Screaming at these guys for climbing up trees and getting stuff that's supposed to be.
Dude, what if you infinite jump to them to
Later.
maybe make him do something?
That's actually a good idea, because I'll be on the same level as him. So I might just do that.
So why we deal with these bollocks? You know, I think that's what I like about Gothic. It provides challenge on different glitchy level. When you
Hey!
Oh, cool.
He's slightly too high, so I'm gonna get into the water to like level him out. All right.
Yeah, this is the different kind of challenge. Not the kind of how do I outsmart this enemy, but instead you get how do I abuse algorithm of this enemy.
Yeah. So also the transformation into a bloodfly is used widely in glitchless, just because you can like climb up mountains, and that's a very efficient way of traveling to the game's world. But we're gonna use it at least once in this run. So right now we just inform him that we killed all the bloodflies.
Even though you can still leave some hanging, I believe.
No, it's just like the number. You need to kill 10,
Ah, number.
if I remember correctly. Because there's some more like further, but yeah, we don't need to kill them. So right now we're going to Korkalom, one of the leaders. There are like 2 main leaders of the camp. That is Korkalom and Iberion. Iberion is gonna get sick soon.
Yeah, Iberion
why
is
we
their
need the-
guru.
That's why you need the herbs. Korkalom is like, I don't know, the second most powerful like guy, I guess. The difference is that you can talk freely to Korkalom as long as you don't waste his time. I'm not right now. I'm just gonna give back a few quests for him. This is the Minecraft eggs. He never asked me to get them, but we have them, so okay. All the swamp wheat I just got. Can we get to talking with Sleeper now? No, we need the book, but I found the book already, and I would also like to join the swamp camp, and that's all we need to. All we need to say to him right now. I'm just gonna report back to one of the balls that I got the weeds back.
So what we did for
They
them...
got the weed back, and I carried it to Korkalom. So I'm just gonna go to the ball. If you have anything to read, that's probably a good moment.
Sure. I just want to remind you, everyone, that we are collecting money for Save the Children. Save the Children is a great charity that helps the children around the world. For example, Save the Children is transforming the way emergency care is delivered, putting a world-class team of health professionals to work for children anywhere in the world within 72 hours. That's a really good goal. And if you support them by donating, by cheering on Twitch chat, by sending the subs, by using your Twitch Prime subs, you can help us help Save the Children. So make sure to donate. And also we are $64 away from reaching 37,000 collected for this charity. So make sure to donate and help us out.
The reason to impress this last Bao is to just make one of his students, I guess. fall
Impress
asleep.
him by using magic.
Yeah, you use like some simple, just any simple magic, and falling asleep is just enough. Okay, right now we're just gonna report to Kirkholm, hey dude, all the balls are on my side, and yeah. So that's when we officially join the swamp camp. Okay, right now I need to stand so that Korkalom is in. I'm in Korkalom's range, but at the same time I don't enter Iberion's range because he's gonna just shout at me because I'm formally not a member of the swamp camp.
Korkalom doesn't stand this way, but he is because we triggered an event that would we would trigger in chapter 2.
Exactly.
We gave him the Minecrawler eggs.
Yeah, exactly. That's the reason he's standing there. I just need to talk to Lester now to start chapter 2, and this is chapter 1 done in just 54 minutes. So yeah. Now we're gonna sleep until midnight because you need to. They
The
are
ceremony happens at midnight.
The ceremony happens at midnight. That's why we are going to sleep until midnight. I'm just gonna go start the ceremony now, so that's a good time for anything to read, really.
And we have something to read because we got $5 donation from Champ of the Couch saying Gothic is top tier Eurojank. Eurojank is life. And this donation goes to a very important incentive because it goes to Bold Edenal. If we manage to raise $10,000 for this incentive before the end of the marathon, Edenal will be cut bald during the marathon. He will get his head shaved. For now, out of the $10,000 we need, we got 2,500, about this amount, and some other dollars as well over there. So we still need some more money, and if you want to see Edenal without hair, make sure to donate to this cause. And thank you very much for your donations.
Yeah, what do you do if you wait for like 10 years with building your cup and stuff, and then you wait for one ceremony and that ceremony happens? Yeah, just nothing, just like sit here, obviously. So right now, oh, we don't talk to this guy. We are powerful enough to build Balkadar up. The only thing he's using is falling asleep. So yeah, he didn't kill me, so it's fine. Now we just set.
He didn't put you asleep.
Yeah, he didn't put me asleep. He would. I don't think he would have killed me.
Normally we buy all these things from him, but you know, physical violence solves everything.
Exactly. So right now I'm gonna get speed potion, and if you're watching in 60 FPS, you might see that we are going to have the SD frame rate raised in just a second, just because I'm holding W. Like right now the game is becoming really smooth.
So in the meantime, a lot of stuff happened in the story. So what does this guy want?
He just talks to you if you join the camp.
Where was I? Yeah, we progressed chapter 2, and chapter 2 was about, hey, we're preparing in this great ceremony, go help us preparations. Except we've already done all the stuff they needed, and we progressed immediately to chapter 3. And chapter 3 is about, they've made contact with their
sleeper,
and they didn't like it. So Iberian, their guru was like, what have we done? We're worshipping a demon, a demon. Blah, I'm dead. But not really, but effectively, yeah, he's out of the picture.
Yeah, but Korkalom, okay, what we're doing
the
now,
only lead we have right now is this orc graveyard, which we are unroofed.
Yeah, the thing about this old orc graveyard is that if we progress normally with the quest, and we get a guy to help us here. Right now, I wasn't even given the quest. I'm just gonna do it and then report that, hey, I've been to the graveyard. But the thing is, the graveyard or the cemetery, if you progress normally, there's an orc here, there's an orc dog here, and a regular orc spawns. They spawn here, and they just don't spawn because we never really triggered the quest. Right now I'm gonna.
And this gate isn't supposed to be closed, right?
This game is.
This gate.
This gate is supposed to be open, I think, but
that's not obstacle to us.
Yeah,
this is Gothic. We do what we want.
Like, you know, at this point, I don't really care if it should be open or not. I just go through it. So it's like more or less this.
Wait, wasn't
and we're inside. So we're outside. Perfect.
Wasn't there an legit opener a little outside? Whoops.
Dude, I don't know. I just clip. I just clip. I see a gate. I clip through the gate.
If
That's
you
it.
happen to know, let us know in your $5 donation.
Exactly. If you know, let us know in the donation. Excuse me.
Na zdrowie.
Thank you. So right now we might get an
So this place we
Another
do
speed
mostly legit.
not really. Yeah, you don't really use too many glitches here, but the way you do it isn't really intense, like intended. Just because normally you're supposed to encounter a ball here, one of the balls at least, that went to onto the cemetery to like see the sleeper, I guess. But then you take him onto an adventure to find 2 scraps of a scroll and connect them together. But you just like 2 halves of the same scroll and you connect them together. But the thing is, we can just take the halves alone, and you don't have to worry about. I think it's Bal Lucor. You don't have to worry about Lucor following you. You just take them, and then you go meet him. So this is kind of like. I mean, yes, we're not breaking the sequence here completely, but still, this is not really intended. It's kind of funny how he runs with this sword. Okay, right now, these orcs are pretty easy for us to kill, so it's fine. He's gonna talk to us the moment we kill all the orcs in the room, so right now, which is pretty good. So we just explained what happened and that we're gonna help him, and right now we're supposed to look for. Okay. So this is round 2, I guess. Oh, this is, yeah, I was looking for the other one.
So basically what was supposed to happen is you help him out in need, like that, and you basically go on an adventure, you find the 2 pieces of paper we have already collected, and it turns out to be a teleportation scroll
So, yeah.
somewhere around this tomb.
Yeah, it's a teleportation scroll. It's the same one as the one that I found earlier, and we're gonna use at the very end to teleport to the Orc's temple, which is the last place in the game. But the thing is, if you use this teleportation in a very specific place, then you teleport through a wall, and that's gonna be soon. We just need to make sure he's following us. Okay. And right now, coming up, we have the only orc that's kind of a danger to me, but there is a pretty simple strat to avoid getting killed by him. You just need to make sure he doesn't hit you with the first hit, like this. Then he's gonna charge. He's gonna charge in a different way, and then you just kill him. Easy. And now, it's kind of random because Lucor is gonna talk to me, and the conditions for that are I need to be standing in the middle of the room, and there has to be no orcs around me. But the thing is, it's very like. Not clear, because sometimes there are still orcs around me. They are even so close they're gonna take aggro on me, and he still talks to me. But on the other hand, sometimes I need to kill all of the orcs in the room before he speaks to me. This is still not all of them, but most. All right. Right now we can go through this door, because the spell is gonna take us through it, and because I already have it, I can just bind it to a key now if I make it in time. No, I won't. Alright. So he's just gonna give us the spell now. Like a second copy of the same spell, pretty much. So I'm just gonna bind it to 7 now and actually warp. So yeah, that normally takes us to the last that normally takes us to the last temple in the game.
Except not in this loading zone.
Yeah, right now we're just waiting for the door to open pretty much, and it's kind of funny because once I triggered him before the door fully opened, and it resulted in him like being pushed into the wall, and he just went somewhere, and that was pretty much a soft lock because I was still in the cutscene and couldn't really do anything. I could like when you're stuck in the like talking with someone and he never responds, then you're kind of locked. And it's a soft lock you can only get out of by either killing the game, like Alt F4, although I'm not entirely sure this works. all the time. So he's right now. We were supposed to find a sleeper, but there's nothing here, so he goes mad. And him going mad is one of the conditions for one of the chapters. So that's why we had to do all of this.
Adventure ended.
You don't have to kill them. You don't have to kill him, but you have to make sure he goes mad. So right now, let's just take another potion and leave the cemetery.
Yeah, we're still in chapter 3, by the way. This time legit. And the chapter 3 is about we get here, there's nothing here, so the guys in charge gonna be like, that focus stone you gave us earlier, take it back and take it to other mages. They know what to do about
What's
it.
funny is that
Yeah, I get to it. Except that focus stone we gave it to them, we never collected it in the first place.
Yeah,
We gave them nothing.
what
We
is-
sequence break the game beyond imagination and we take it back what we didn't give.
yeah, what's important is that we only ever like get 4 focus stones from their source, as in like they're scattered around the map. But the 5th one you're supposed to get pretty early in the game. It's supposed to be the first one, and you give it to Cork alone because it's a quest from him. But we never do this quest because it's not important. Then when like soon, Corkalon will like lore-wise go mad, and you have the keys to his chest. And there you find the book we found earlier, and also the... Wait, what am I doing? Give me a second, I need to...
The book and the focus stone.
That we supposedly gave him earlier, but we didn't, because you don't need to do it, because it's not like... Because the focus stone will be in his chest no matter what, pretty much.
Yeah,
if you get to that point in the game, it doesn't matter if you completed the quest, it doesn't matter if you got the stone from him and gave it to him, that the stones will still be there. Like there's no check for it, so we just never get the stone because we don't need to. We just take it from his chest because the stone just spawns there.
So basically we mentioned that there are 5 focus stones.
Right.
We lied. There are 6 of them, but 2 of them are actually one of them.
Pretty much. Oh, I screwed up. Yeah, one of them, instead of getting transformed from a place to another, it just gets copied. So we just use the copy, pretty much.
But this focus stone we get from here legit.
Yeah, this is like a legit, fully legit focus stone.
And around each of those 4 remaining focus stones, there's a little adventure you have with your BFFs you met along the way.
Yeah, this is you've met a couple of really good friends in the colony, and as you mentioned, each focus stone is an adventure with one of them.
You know, bonding experience. Plot, RPG.
I don't know if you, I guess not all of you watching know that, but there is a prequel to Gothic that's a comic book. It's originally in German, but come on, dude.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there is a prequel, and it's like it revolves around.
How did he get into the prison?
No, the nameless hero isn't even mentioned. It's all about the 4 guys. It's all about Diego, Milton,
Lester and Gorn.
Lester and Gorn, exactly. So that's why it's interesting, and it's even translated to Polish, but it's a fan-based translation, but it's pretty good. I've never really read the entire thing. Like that's a pity because I really wanted to. And I think,
how long is it?
I don't know. It's like 100 pages, which is not really a lot for a comic book. I think I still have the PDF somewhere on my hard drive. I'm fairly sure that every time I format my PC, I have a folder which is called like important stuff, and I'm fairly sure the PDF with the Gothic comic translated to Polish is actually in that folder, so that I never lose it.
We'll get to that after this gig.
Yeah, you can. Right now we're just going to the Core Hangar to report that, hey, we've been to the cemetery, even though you never asked us to do it, but I just kind of felt like doing it. And yeah, that's...
the part of the story when he goes, take this focus stone to fire mages, they know what to do with it.
Oh yeah. So this is just like, take this stone, but we never got this stone. This is just...
Did I say fire mages or water mages?
You said fire mages, and it's...
And there was a mistake. I went
supposed
water
to be
mages.
water mages. If you saw it, like, you probably didn't, but Iberian just spawned normally and then just fell asleep. Right now we report that we've been to the Orc Cemetery, and then what's with Iberion? Then we need to bring him some herbs, which we have in our inventory, like by coincidence. Like the very particular herbs we need to get. Right now we just finish this conversation. He turns back to us again and gives us the key because Korkalom went mad and he's not here anymore. It's just like, you know, he left the camp.
We skip the trigger that makes him embark on an adventure.
Yeah, so he's still there and like you're talking next to him that he's gone mad and he's not here anymore. Which is pretty hilarious to be honest.
Maybe he got high.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, this is bad. I'm just gonna I'm probably forced to use a ladder. Ladders are really glitchy and like you can fall off of them at the very top, which is really annoying. But
They
let's go.
never make an appearance in Gothic game ever again.
Really?
So in Gothic 2 no, in Gothic 3 no.
Alright. So yeah, there we go. The focus stone and the book, and that's it. That's 5 focus stones. So right now we just warp to the fire mages, but not to give them the stone, but rather to go to Xardas.
You sure that was the final one?
Precz! Wynoś się stąd!
No, that wasn't the final one. That was 4. We still need to get the 5th, but that's gonna happen like
Nie masz tu czego
in the
szukać.
next 5 minutes. And now, this is the bit I don't really like. This is probably... I don't want to say the most boring one out of this. Okay, this is equal to the very beginning of this run in terms of how boring it is. But it's still like not the end of the world. I just don't like resetting this category too much. Like if I go for runs, I usually just complete a run or ditch it. Because the beginning is just like, it's okay if you do it once, but I just don't like...
So is this the
repeating
place where you were thinking about implementing catapult in this category?
I think so. I you know, if I was to judge where is a good place for catapult, then probably. Catapult glitch is something we don't really see in this category, but it's just if you pause on the right frame, but then again the game runs 21 frames, so it's not the worst thing in the world. When the nameless hero is walking and you unpause approximately like, I don't know, 10 seconds later total, he stops moving at some point, and then you like, I usually just count to 4 and unpause. You get a huge boost forward.
To see
But
the
it's
action
pretty-
watch pokers run from summer.
Yeah, pretty much. But you do this in no out of bounds in the very beginning and just reset and get the perfect catapult. Yeah. So right now we just go to Xardas the second time to get a spell that'll load up Urizel. Because what is important is that we have Urizel, it's not loaded. The way to load it with magic is to stick it into a huge pile of magic ore that's collected by...
Water mages.
But
They don't
not
mind
really-
if we steal it.
Not really water mages, it's collected by like the guys from the new camp, because the ideas for living in the colony are, as it goes, old camp, we just trade stuff, we
Basically,
have,
those who don't know, this entire world, this place, it's isolated from the outside with a magic barrier.
yeah, you can actually suppress the barrier, but by using bloodfly, because it's not touching the ground. You have to be touching. It's like kind of like
We know that.
you get an electric shock if you surpass the barrier, and just as with like normal electricity, if you're not touching the ground, you're not gonna get hit.
But for the purpose of lore, this colony is isolated from the outside.
So you have 3 camps. The old camp is just like we mine the magic ore that the king needs for the war with the orcs. So we just like trade it on our terms. The new camp is just like we're not gonna serve the king because we're not.
They try to blow out the magic barrier.
And the way they do it is just like they have their own mine, and the ore is supposedly going to be. So the ore is supposedly like the ore is stored in like one big pile, and it's supposed to be. They want to make a huge magic explosion to
To blow up the barrier.
To blow up the barrier, I forgot about the thing, and it's pretty important. Give me a second. All right, I need to.
Yeah, that zombie. We need to vanquish it with a unique spell.
Yeah, the unique spell kills everything that's undead already. But if you hit a skeleton with it, you just waste it. So we don't want that. There we go. But okay, so that's the new camp, and the swamp camp wants to get out of here with the help of the sleeper. Like not anymore, because they already know the sleeper is a demon, but they used to. That was like their basis, I guess. This is the 5th stone. I mean, hopefully.
Alright, we're nearing the end of chapter 3. We got all the 5 focus stones, and now we're gonna report back to water mages we never met in the first place, but they don't care. The conversations are in this game, those important to us, are triggered with your items in inventory and nothing else.
Exactly. I'm just gonna be flying now, so if you have anything to read, that's a good moment.
I'm gonna use this moment to talk about our glorious sponsor of the marathon, which is ViewSonic. ViewSonic provides monitors throughout the entirety of the marathon for all of the runners, all of the consoles, and to be frank, you can also get one of these ViewSonic monitors because it's one of the prizes you can get by donating $40 or more dollars throughout the event. There are 2 monitors to grab, one is even paired with RetroTink, so if you want to have some retro experience on a really good monitor, you can donate $40 or more to make sure you are able for winning this prize. If you want to see more prizes you can get throughout the marathon, just go to the page prizes.esamarathon.com. And I think Poker can tell us that these monitors are actually really nice.
Yeah, they are. I like the fact that they're adjustable. My main issue with my with just displays is that you have to put them high, because I like my display very high, so that the middle is like if I sit straight, I want the middle to be on the middle of my eyesight. That's how it should be, I guess, when you wanna play on PC. No, not this one. And yeah, I don't like having to put boxes below my monitor. So that's pretty good. Yeah, right now we just need to get to Saduras, and we just told like what's his name? Okay, there was a fire. Kronos. We just told Kronos that, hey, you know,
to get to leader of water mages, we need password. This password.
Yeah, this password, Tetgandor. But the thing is, we just told him that, hey, you know, we just told him what happened at the swamp camp. Right now, Milton is here by just a coincidence, and Milton, right now, when we start chapter 4. All of the mages are gonna, all of the fire mages, aside from Milton, because he was out of the old camp at the time, are going to die. This is like a
plus. Like this is the part where old mine collapses. And
yeah, this is just like, it's not really needed for you to understand what happens. It's just like, it's important that all of the mages are dead. And the moment we start chapter 4. And aside from Milton, Milton is supposed to be near old camp. That's chapter 4. Milton is supposed to be near the old camp. Right now, he is the one to approach us and say something like, "Hey, all the mages are dead." So now we just talk with him for a second, and we actually need him to load Uriziel with magic. So we just ask him for help. And he says like, hey, I need to get a safe place. Get to a safe place. You know where the safe place is? That's the new camp. So it's a pretty good coincidence that he's here already.
So the fact that he's in the first place is the result of our sequence break, right?
I don't remember what is the reason for him to be in the new camp now, like normally. But we just like the fact that he's already there, so we don't have to. Cause
yeah, he shows up there once you collect all 5 focus stones.
Okay, so yeah, and it's really convenient for us that he's there, because I've tried it. You cannot really, from what I tried at least, if he's here, like he should be like standing just as Diego does, but on the other side of the camp. If he's here, you actually have to follow him to new camp, which takes like 3 minutes or something. And it's not like you can just go to new camp and just make him teleport. It's just like he will just stay here. He will just stay where you left him. So it's really convenient that he's there. Okay.
So
binding something for 9 makes you get out of your weapon out for some reason. Oh, come on, dude. That was an accident. I wanted it to be at 10. And then 9. This is just a couple of
binding
I'm gonna
spells to
use.
hotkeys.
Yeah, I'm gonna use in a second. So right now we go back to the water mages and get ready to load Reseal with magic, because that starts chapter 6.
Currently we're in chapter 4. Chapter 4 is about meeting Sardar for the first time. We've met him already, and about preparing Ulumulu, getting ingredients for Ulumulu, and meeting a guy who crafts for us Ulumulu.
Yes, and we're gonna do all of this stuff in chapter 6 instead of 4.
Yeah, except we skip all that and we progress directly to chapter 6.
Exactly. Right now we need to. Milton is gonna go to the pile of ore, but the thing is, he's like. He is going, but it's not. He's not.
We're flipping to progress time so that he already is at the destination.
Exactly. So he's not like going in real time, and he's rather going in the in-game time. So like if you skip a day, he's already gonna be there. So we just skip to the next morning by using a bet, and he's. Oh, come on, dude.
Nice landing, dog.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
This is super early. Yeah. Good stuff. So I think this is the like.
So chapter 6 we're about to trigger is about you have made your preparations, you've loaded Uriziel, you get mega armor, so are you ready to go back to Temple of the Orcs? We've been there already, and vanquish Sleeper for good.
Yeah, but we're not gonna do it because chapter 5 is still not triggered, right? And we're still gonna trigger chapter 5 before finishing. But I'm just gonna save now, because if I fall down again, fall damage is usually pretty weird, especially when you know acrobatics already. So that's why I died there. It's like it's better if you just spam M.
Yeah, and fall damage is tied to animation, not the height from which you fall.
I mean, yeah, just it's kind of tied to the. You could say it's tied to the height, but the height gets reset with the animation. So if you reset the animation, you reset the height, pretty much. So if you fall from 100 meters and then 1 meter above ground, you cancel the animation with M.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The fall damage is tied to animation and not to height.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. No, dude. Oh, come on, dude. Okay. This is the spell. So now we get a cutscene. We get the 6th chapter. We examine our weapon for a second.
So we've stolen the energy of the precious ore. The new chem is mad at us.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm gonna save just in case I get absolutely demolished when I get back. Because we warp back to water mages. As you can imagine, they're not really too friendly with us now.
Yeah, they try to kill us now.
So I just hope they don't hit me.
But once we go back in time and trigger chapter 5, they'll calm down.
Yeah, exactly. This is really weird. Right now, we're going to be... we're going to the free mine.
Yeah, we're going to do the chapter 4 content.
Yeah, exactly. And also, we're going to set up one of my absolute favorite glitches in this game. We're not gonna see the results of it yet, but we need to learn how to fight with a one-handed weapon, so that we've mastered it. So that happens right now.
Getting mastery in weaponry in this game changes the animation of your attacks.
Yes.
It also kind of fastens your attack speed.
Yeah, and we also do it for a really nice glitch that's gonna happen when I'll be about to kill the troll pretty soon. Right now we're going to free mine, and free mine is now taken by guys from the old camp because
their mine collapsed. And
their
they
mine
need new
collapsed,
swords.
so they attacked the free mine that's normally taken by new camp. So we just run there, and it's important for me to just be holding a transformation, because they're really scared of magic for some reason. Like
yeah, there are, at the gate, there are guys who try to talk to us, and once they finish conversation, they try to kill us.
Yeah, exactly.
But if we unsheath our swords, they unsheath their swords and give us a warning instead of talking to us. So that's how we conveniently
This is
deal
not
with
really
it.
the same thing that happens, because they would just tell you to hide your sword. But if you get out a scroll, they start screaming something like, "No, not that," or like, "Leave us alone," or something like that. Like you can hear them scream now.
Tylko nie to!
Exactly. So this, I can hopefully clip now. Okay, if you... Oh, come on, dude.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, right. That was a really bad save, to be honest. Gonna make another one just in case.
Tylko nie to!
Hello,
Tylko nie to!
lads.
Tylko nie to! Tylko nie to!
Much better.
Yeah, a lot better. Alright, free mine is just getting to know...
You're supposed to, you know, take it back from the old camp, but your real purpose here is to meet the guy that will craft Ulumulu for you.
Yeah, the guy that will craft Ulumulu for us is an orc. He's nice save, by the way. I just died right away after unpausing, so pretty good. Right now, we're gonna go to the orc that's gonna craft us Ulumulu. We don't have the items needed to craft an Ulumulu yet, and we couldn't get it because he teaches us how to get them.
To craft Ulumulu, you need trophies or the mightiest beast, and you don't know hunting skills yet.
Yeah, exactly. So he teaches us how to get those trophies. And right now, wait, that's not Urshak. What's his name?
Tarok.
Tarok, right.
Urshak, Xardas tells you about Urshak, you meet Urshak, he tells you about Tarok.
Yeah, but the thing is, you don't need to go to... Yeah, Urshak is like
Orc shaman that is friendly towards humans.
exactly. But you don't need to meet him, you can just come here. As with a
Yeah,
lot of stuff in this game.
I mean, we
And,
were supposed to talk to them because the gates were closed, but simple level geometry couldn't stop us. This is Gothic, we do what we want.
Yeah, exactly. And also, we gave him his medicine that we just knew was lying out there, so I didn't need to talk to him to get to know that he needs medicine. I just took the medicine and brought it to him. Alright. Right now we're hopefully gonna get some height here by hugging this wall, and then yeah, that should be fine.
First try, dog.
Yeah. This is since I started to hug the wall and get the height that way, I kinda get it every time. Because before I used to not be able to get it as well as this, just because I was I wasn't hugging the wall, and the jumps just used to give me the normal amount of height, and that's pretty slow. Alright, right now we're going on a hunting trip because we need the 4.
Yeah, we'll now do the content of chapter 4, but we're still in chapter 6.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like I mentioned, we're going to hunt the mightiest beast and gain their trophies.
So right now this is like another part of just flying, because we need to go get the tooth of a troll, I guess. Yeah, I think it's his tooth.
Or horn, maybe.
Of a troll? You get the horn from the shadow beast.
I know, and I remember I was confused as well.
Okay, whatever. You need stuff from monsters. That's about it.
So basically we've killed one troll before today, but we couldn't get the...
Yeah, we couldn't loot him pretty much. He just didn't have anything to offer to us, because just like we didn't have the skill used to get his tooth or horn or whatever that is.
Actually, you know, once you do your thing, we could pause and actually check it.
Yeah, right now we switch to the one-hand weapon. We get the spell that's gonna make him burn.
Set him on fire.
Make him. We're gonna set him on fire and just see what happens when I pull out the weapon.
Bad, stop.
For some odd reason.
Oh, you didn't stop.
I did. I'm gonna do it now, I guess.
Yo.
So that's a
Okay,
tooth.
that's a
That's
two.
a tooth, yeah.
My bad.
The thing is, I'm gonna switch to, before I forget, I'm gonna switch to the proper weapon. So the thing is, the glitch works as it goes. When you have one-handed sword mastered, and you pull it out, everything that's burning instantly dies. I don't really know why. I think I even asked Lord, which is like a god of this game, and the reason the answer I got was as with most of the other glitches, it's just like
It's Gothic, baby.
Game's crap, yo. Game's crap. Get over it. And
So
that's
basically,
pretty much it.
either they die instantly or take infinite amounts of damage per second.
I guess.
Yeah, your guess is as good
I
as
just
ours.
don't know why, but yeah, he did.
And we
But
do,
it's
do we
good for
truly
us.
need to know
No,
why?
I'm just gonna abuse it, even though I have no clue what's happening. All right.
Ah, yeah, remember that one part where the colony was isolated from the outside world?
Yeah.
Now we are going to present... wait, you get out of the barrier right now.
I don't know if the barrier is here. I think it's a bit further away, but I might not be. I might be wrong. Anyway, you would have to go over the mountain to get to the weird.
I thought that getting past the barrier was part of the route. So, no.
I'm not entirely sure if the barrier is here already. Anyway, you can get past the barrier with
By
the
turning into this thing.
but turning into a bloodfly, just because you never touch the ground. All right, so I'm just gonna get a safety save here, because these guys are really powerful, and the moment I hit the first one, all of the other ones are gonna take aggro on me as well. I just need his tongue. Okay, that's it. Now, please, dude. Okay. And now we just warp back.
Swamp snake?
We warp back to the swamps
Ah.
to get closer to the swamp snake.
Ah, yeah. This the kind of back, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so while we all know what we're going to do, I think I have a story.
All right.
So, like, it feels like I've been here before, done this before. So, last time we met in these circumstances, I wondered, does our hero have name or have not have name? You see, in all three Gothics, there is a scene where our nameless hero tries to introduce himself, but it gets interrupted. So he has a name, but we don't get to learn it. But on the other hand, the final boss of Gothic 2 states it explicitly that you don't have a name. So he has name or he has not have name. And I know, I solved this riddle. So to solve this riddle, you enter Marvin mode. It's in first two Gothics, basically developer tools, you change story, you summon helper entities and you do fun stuff. One of the feature Nah, you're good. One of the feature is you possess different entity, as in, that guy that stands over there, you can possess him. And there's a feature, if you get close to someone, you get their name above their head. So, if you possess a different entity and look at the playable character, you get the answer. You get the name of the nameless guy. And his name is Ya. Actually, it depends on language version. In the original, it would be Ish. But basically, the idea is that his name is me. His name is I. So, that's his name. He has a name. But that's not a real name. And that's how he has name and has not have name.
Nice.
And it actually is, also explained the farce that is Robert III, the nickname this guy gets in Gothic 4.
Did you just call Arcania the Gothic 4?
Yeah, I'm being told that it is okay to hate Gothic 4, but never try the Gothic 4. So, that's why I use the word farce.
Okay.
So basically, the previous king died and the High Council gathers and, yo, we need a new king. How about me? You? No, not me. The guy's name is me. So you? No, the guy who killed Sleeper and dragons and did all this, like, this guy. But hey, he cannot be king. His name is me.
But this is confusing. Like how can it be me?
As in you?
As in you? No. Okay. Right. So right now we just go to the free. We're just going to the free mine to tell Tarok that, hey, dude, we've got all the things we need
For Ulumulu.
for Ulumulu. Yeah. Just gonna start. I hope I have enough mana to get this clip, to be honest. I should have.
This guy with big axe that flashed on.
Yeah, remember when I told you that you can still get the clip if you just run back into the wall with the creature and like
Unmorph.
and unmorph? Yeah, that's what happened there. And besides, if you get the clip first try, you still get to keep the potion and you still run really quickly. But if you save and if you load the game, you lose that effect. So it's good to pretty much, you know, always clip
Nail
the first
everything
time.
first try.
Yeah. 10k experience. The moment we talk to Gorn outside of this mine is the moment we start the 5th chapter, which is going. It's not the final chapter of the game, but it is going to be the final chapter of today's run.
The 5th chapter is about you got Ulumulu to infiltrate the Ord camp and get to the Temple of the Sleeper, scout the place, but return, but you couldn't do a thing.
Hello, dude. This is actually not good because hitting things that are alive is killing the effect. Yeah. God damn it. Dude. Might just need to like. Yeah, whatever.
Weird, but okay.
Whatever works, I guess.
It's Gothic.
So right now we just beat these guys up like this, and they start to burn. Oh, not Gorn. They start to burn because loaded Elysium. And that's chapter 5. So now we just warp to the temple, and you know, we kind of need magic to warp to the temple, right?
Ulumulu is a totem, but technically is a two-handed weapon.
Yeah, exactly. We can use it as a weapon too. We just don't, because.
But it deals crappy damage.
Yeah,
crappy damage.
I'm just gonna check if I have all keybinds right. I think so. Alright, so we can go there. So we just need to kill the 2 remaining priests, because they all have each one has a blade that we need to use to kill the sleeper. So we actually need the 5 blades. So we have 3 already from killing the priests at the pretty much very beginning of the run, like 20 minutes in. And right now we're just gonna finish off the rest of them. And right now what is really cool is that because we were wearing the best armor in the game, you can already see it. I don't really have to care about skeletons or pretty much anything else hitting me. Unless they're like interrupting my animation I need to finish, then I'll use the save and load. But if it's just about damage, then I don't really care, because they're not gonna do damage to me. Okay. We're going to get this priest now. And this is the time we are actually going to be killing priests instead of...
and that one-handed mastery Armageddon set on fire glitch is helping us this time.
Yeah. Right now too. We have Ulumul there, and I'm just gonna save and load just to be sure. And yeah, there we go. So right now we get locked here. We go to this button right here, and the first two times we're moving that button, demon spawns, and the 3rd time is when the priest spawns. Sometimes when you save and load here, sometimes not even here, like sometimes when you save and load, it doesn't work just like that, just randomly for some reason. Right, please get the weapon out, thank you. Because it's easier to run to the side when he pulls out the weapon. Now all we need to know is we need to wait for the priest, and normally in no out of bounds you just because the skeletons are closer to the priest than you are, you just wait for them
So
to,
this is
to
the
kill him.
this is the Armageddon, the spell that sets everyone on fire.
Right now, the skeletons are hitting him too. Okay, they're all dead. Perfect.
Poetry.
Even if not all of them, then I don't really care. I just need the priest to be dead. Hello, dude. Okay. So the thing is, normally in no out of bounds, you just wait. You just wait for the priest to be killed, just because the priest is like. As for like from the skeleton point of view, you are. The priest is closer to them than you are, or something along those lines. And that's why they take aggro on him rather than you. So you just have to be careful not to be seen by the priest so that he doesn't kill you and you're good to go, you just wait. It's kind of bad because it's random, but then again it's pretty funny. Right here we just kill him ourselves because it's a tiny bit faster. And
This is another out of bounds creep through the gate.
dude! I almost never get this the first time. This is like probably the hardest one, I guess.
So like never
Nice.
happened before, but in a good way.
Yeah, I think I've only got it like once the first time.
So it did happen before.
Yeah.
Lame.
Lame. But if I get this one as well, then it would be amazing. But I'm still like happy about that one. Okay, let's go. To keep the guys away.
Oh.
No, it's still fine. Like,
But that wasn't first try.
but the first one kind of made up for it. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Right, so I'm just gonna prepare a safety save, just because there's a bit coming up where you can die easily, and just because you're dealing with humans, saving and loading doesn't work. This guy might kill you. Then the next one isn't really as dangerous, but the one after him kinda can be at times. So yeah, if you get into a very like weird, if you get into a dangerous situation, it's okay if it's with NPCs that are not humans, because you can manipulate them, but it's not okay if you're with humans, because yeah, they're not they do not get affected by saving and loading. Okay,
And
let me
this-
just switch into a Bloodfly.
This guy we're
Perfect.
about to wreck is casually the reason why you need to turn back and leave the temple.
Yeah, normally you just
He's
don't
invincible.
You don't do any damage to him unless you have the loaded rezeal, but we do. So the reason I turned into a Bloodfly is that he has a range of when like the talk with him starts, and if you enter that range, he's just gonna walk up to you, and it takes a couple seconds. But with a Bloodfly, you just skip that because you get as close to him as possible, and you know he can't interact with you when you're not a human. I kind of screwed up because there's a human here, and he's gonna be really close to me now because he saw me. But whatever. I need to make like 2 turns around the room anyway, just because acrobatics, and with acrobatics you don't gain height as quickly, so it's just gonna be really weird for me. But yeah, we should make it right now. Yeah, good to go. Now there's just a cutscene we need to skip, like 2 cutscenes actually. This is the first one. You just jump to skip this kind of cutscenes in this game. You just jump into them. Yeah, I'm just gonna be jumping now, so if there's anything to read, then go away. Go right away. Do not
Just
go
a quick
away.
reminder, if you look at the total amount of money we've just got for Save the Children, we're barely there for $37,000. So if you donate $59 during this run, hit $37,000. We can also reach this later, but I think Poker would be really happy if it happened during
Yeah,
his run,
sure.
right? So make sure to donate and make sure to help save the children. Thank you very much for your generosity.
Get ready on time, dude. This is the.
Oh, I
this
get
is-
to press the button again.
Yes, this is skipping the cutscene the second time, and this is also one of the best glitches in this game. So I just save here, and I hope I get this the first time. Yes, alright. So this is, you can buffer it, but it's normally pretty hard. What I did there is I opened the menu just as he started talking to me, and I loaded the game when I was talking to him. The moment he tries to talk to me again is the moment where I enter this kind of like weird void where I cannot pause right now. I cannot no NPC can interact with me right now, but they cannot also like hit me. The game is kind of locked right now. The only like way to unlock it is to finish it. So I absolutely love this glitch, and it makes it so that you don't have to worry about the NPCs around you, and time. That's it.
Nice going, dog.
So yeah,
And a little bit mówienie po polsku.
there we go.
Ah, this is the sleeper, by the way.
Yeah. He was a bit calmer not so long ago.
Start talking already.
I haven't seen this cutscene in such a long time, like the full one. So I'm
Actually,
just
same.
I'm just waiting for the talking part. I usually skip this to get the talking part, but I haven't seen like this in full in its entirety in a really long time.
Same.
Is that it?
Po powrocie śniącego do jego piekielnego wymiaru
Znów ujrzałem światło dzienne. Magiczna bariera runęła.
Ale moja przygoda miała się dopiero zacząć.
That's it. So shoutouts to Simple Unit who paid for okay.
They don't need to know. There you go.
Thank you for all.
Don't make such a big deal.
All the donators that gave so much money to the incentive for this game to be in Polish. That was for all of you, and I really wanted to show this off. I'm really glad I could be here. Thanks ESA for having me. Shoutouts to my parents or my friends here and friends that are not here. Shoutouts to my girlfriend Bera, and that's about it, I think.
And
so,
Gothic to when?
Gothic 2N. Yeah, probably never, but we'll see about that, I guess. So thank you very much.
Trilogy when?
Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon, I guess. See ya.